So I'm gonna say welcome to everybody. And we are... Oh boy!
Yeah.
We are live.
Turns out it's real. Who would have known?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Right, I've sent the message off to my RPG chat.
Awesome.
Deserters shall be shot, of course.
Oh.
You're right, Fox.
Mitchie!
Yes, all the people. It's glorious.
Right. Just pour myself a drink of the non-alcoholic variety.
Ahoy.
And there we were getting excited.
Nah, drunk GMing.
Maybe in a year or two.
I mean, I'd do if we weren't on stream.
Maybe a one-off.
See, we were actually developing a developing a drunk DM, like a drunk Pathfinder, RPG system, where to use your abilities you have to drink, but for the DM to deploy monsters, they also have to drink. And the more powerful the monster dash ability, you have to drink more.
Oh dear.
Oh.
It's basically
no.
just a suicide pact. It's just
I like
Yeah, I can see that.
You just have to have some really sort of high constitution people on both teams. You know, the DM has to have great tolerance to alcohol, and then a tank on the player side has to have great tolerance. And
or alternatively, they could just not, and it could just get really weird fast.
well, yeah.
I think you're missing the point of playing a drunk RPG if everything goes to plan insanely.
I mean, it could be interesting at least.
That's the idea, at least.
For the bands.
Indeed.
Well, I was agreeing with it until you said that, but... I do not speak youth.
I've heard somebody else say that recently.
I speak all of the youth.
I'm not allowed to speak the youth, apparently.
Guess you're not youthful enough.
Guess we're
How?
not down with the folks.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh god. Really?
savage.
Already?
Hello, my fellow youths. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Right.
Ready.
My mind, body, soul, and some of my notes are ready.
Let's
Ooh.
get this started.
Right. Do one of the actual, broadcasters want to, give a speech or something?
Well...
I dedicate this broadcast.
To my youth.
Oh god!
Oh,
Right, for all our youthful viewers out there, this is a mature program. Anyway, yeah, we've been working on this for about 6 months, I guess, and it's finally there.
Woo.
So I'm really happy that this is going along.
Mhm.
So please,
All
DM, take it away.
all the late night sort of drunken ramblings of insanity. I understand now why Poe and Lovecraft went insane. It's really easy. But yeah, we're playing a campaign in 5th edition. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and just the class and race of your character? We'll go left to right on the Roll20 thing.
Oh crap.
So I guess I'll start then.
You are on the furthest left.
Indeed. So my character's name is Varric. He's a Wood Elf Rogue.
My character's name is Gruss, and he's a half-orc barbarian.
My character's name is Nanad, and she is a druidic celestial tiefling.
My next.
Yes.
Yep.
To the right of power.
I've moved all of mine around
Why?
For God's sake.
because I accidentally moved them.
Ah.
Anyway,
How?
mine's
Oh my god.
my character's Afrin, and it is a small little gnome.
Right, my
Your
character.
class.
Oh yeah.
Your class, Afian.
Oh, cleric. Sorry.
I'm playing the gnome class.
Yes, the gnome class.
Well known.
Sorry.
Well, gnome.
Right. My character's name is Theminor. He's an elf and a monk.
And my character's name is Lockhart, and he's a ranger bloodborne.
Right, I think that's anything. Does anyone else want? Is there anything anyone wants to say? Like,
Not right now.
Re.
Okay, does anyone apart from Foxy have anything to say? That'll be a no. Right, so I'll get just into it. For a bit of context, this is a homebrew world. I've imported in the Pathfinder gods because I'm lazy. And, yeah, that's about it. Right, let me get the opening speech done. Through each of your various wanderings, jobs and missions in life, you've all found yourselves in the backward, sleepy town of Glassfeld. This picturesque alpine town evidently has its problems, however, as you have all been gathered to discuss a possibly dangerous yet lucrative job for those of your talents. The issue of this job, one local Sheriff Gorsk Ironbeard, has remained tight-lipped about the nature of the job, only that it has promised significant reward for significant risk. In order to brief you on the specifics of this mission, you've all been gathered in the back room of the local tavern, the Great Bear, with Gorsk stepping out for a moment to gather drinks for the group, giving you all a moment to examine your new companions.
This is interesting.
I'm sitting as far away from grass as possible.
So would everyone like to, I don't know, describe your characters? In no particular order?
Well, I am a 7-foot tall half-orc, and I'm casually leaning on my large axe, so I'm pretty much just listening to whatever happens, and I'm awaiting my drink. Desperately awaiting my drink.
Okay. I'm small little gnome, as I already mentioned accidentally. Nothing overly standing out about me, just a pair of kind of engineers looking goggles on my head, load of little random pouches on me. I'm kind of just hanging around, keeping an eye, watching everyone, seeing what they're doing. Not drinking, interestingly, just waiting.
Because there's no drinks here yet.
Yeah, I hadn't even brought one in from outside from the bar, though. Anyway, next.
Next.
Well, I'm just sat in the corner staring at everyone. I'm a slender built bloodborne. I'm very, 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 very pale white. Pretty much just very, very white. Got silver hair tied up in a ponytail. I'm 6
Pumpkin
foot
latte, like
I'm a pumpkin latte.
not
with
quite that white.
soy.
God.
Oh god, what have I done?
Oh, I need to slap the DM. Hold on one moment.
And I'm just sitting there staring at everyone. Oh, and I've got purple eyes and they're shining with the weight of my possible drink.
It better be an alcoholic drink.
That's what I hope. I want some whiskey. Where's my whiskey at?
Well, I'm not sure this place sells Coke, but you know. Anyway, next.
Is your hair silver because it's silver or silver because it's grey?
What?
Well, you know, like, sometimes people that are older and have grey hair have, like, more
Oh,
of a
no.
whitish grey, so it's silver.
No, it's silver because it's silver, not because I'm old.
Well, that's
I-
interesting. I also have silver hair.
Oh,
2 in 1 room.
what a coincidence.
I think you've just volunteered yourselves to describe your character there, Power.
Should I just continue from there? I have purple skin, and rather than sort of the normal horns of a tiefling, I have large golden antlers.
Oh.
Interesting.
And blue eyes. And I'm curled up as far away from grass as possible, as has been mentioned, with a large black fur cape.
Next.
I guess I can go. I assume I'm your pretty standard elf. I live kind of close to here, up in the woods. Got green eyes, long hair, and a ponytail, and top of my ears are clipped off.
Ow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oof.
Well, I'm a bit scrawny looking elf and young, but short, dark brown hair, copper skin, green eyes, and dressed in a dark green cape.
Okay, so what are you all doing now? You're sort of basically sitting in this back room of a tavern. You can hear the sort of a distant sort of just goings on of the tavern behind you. It's not a very busy night, but there's still a few people in.
You said we were waiting for our drinks.
You are, yes. The sheriff who sort of brought you all together here, Gorsk, this sort of grizzled like dwarven ranger chap, has just went over to get them a few minutes ago.
So what happened to your ears there, Taminar?
I'll tell you when I get my drink.
Very well.
How do we know each other's names? Or do we? Or did you just...
I mean, I'm assuming we at
guess?
least said hello. I'm pretty vocal about who I am anyway.
I don't think I would have wanted to
I
interact straight
I
away. I'm a little
introduced
bit cautious.
myself as Afrin to everyone.
Well, Varric is currently sitting as close to the door as possible and trying to figure out or listening to the situation, or if there's any situation going on in the main room.
Just make me a perception check, actually.
Aha.
First, roll the game. Don't roll a
You
1.
activated my perceptive trap card.
Oh, hello.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Ooh.
I'll take a 16. Just listening in, you can hear just this sort of a just standard tavern stuff. You hear a few shit jokes, just general laughing, like tankards clugging, hitting against each other. Just pretty. Nothing really sounds out of the ordinary for you. But you do notice there's also the sound of 2 quite heavy footsteps getting closer.
Okay, is the door opening towards us or towards the main room?
It opens. It's not open at the moment. It's just closed, but it opens into the room.
Okay, well, I'll grab the door and peek if the sheriff is coming with the beer.
You sort of peek through the door, and yes, it's Gorsk just carrying 7 small tankards of some drink you can't see from here. He's this just moderate, like sort of slightly above average height for a dwarf. This long gnarled beard, looks like it's been burnt in several places from something. He's got the odd scar here and there, and he's got this pretty colossal crossbow for a dwarf strapped to his back. And you can see him coming towards the door from your little position.
Varric looks at the dwarf and says, drinks, I presume?
And I'm going to apologise for my terrible Scottish accent right here. Because it seems the heritage has not translated into being able to do a good Scottish accent. So... Oh, you're right, lad, yeah, it's just they've got their drinks here. I assume everyone hasn't gone by.
Finally a drink.
Yeah, he just sort of grabs the sort of tray of tankards and just pushes it onto the table. And then just sort of starts moving towards his chair in the head of this sort of large rectangular table. I assume everyone takes their drinks.
In one sip, yes.
Same here.
Cautiously.
I take one, but I don't actually drink it, and then I just grab a seat at the table.
As
I have one sip
yeah,
and that's it.
Gorsk just watches Gruz and Femena's taking of the alcohol. He seems somewhat impressed. I'm like, nah, it's only 1 ale. I'm not going to ask for constitution checks yet. It's only 1 ale. But he just sits at the head of his table, like hefts the crossbow off his shoulder, and just leans up against the wall, and just sits down. Right, I'm assume you're a bit curious about the job I've picked you up for.
Definitely.
Oi.
You could say
Right. How many of you have heard of Maud Bryle?
Who?
Who?
If anyone wants to know, make me a history check, I guess. If anyone.
I can try one.
Yeah. I'll try as well.
I'll try as well.
Yeah, why not?
I can at least try.
We'll all be thinking about it, surely.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
With the exception of Afron, none of you have really heard of this guy. It's Afron. You know that he's he was a few years ago. He was just a normal guy who lived here until just something snapped in him, and he allegedly murdered his wife and son before being driven off before he could kill his daughter.
Oh.
And the sort of legend goes that he ran off out west into the Bravenwood and hasn't been seen since. But he's sort of like not urban legend, but like a bit of a boogeyman around here in the sort of hinterlands of the Empire.
What did you say he was?
He was a serial killer.
Basically.
But
Oh.
race.
Race, he was just a human.
Okay.
Like
What was
most
his
of the
name?
people around here. Maud Bryle.
Is it got anything to do with Maud's crypt?
No. I don't even know what that is.
It's on your map.
Wow.
Oh no! It is. I thought you had script. I'd say with that role, yeah, Afion, you'd know that he's allegedly taken up residence in an old abandoned crypt, which is now colloquially known as Maud's Crypt.
I mentioned that out then, basically just asking, like, so is it that one? Is it the apparent murderer you guys had here?
The very same. We've had a few sightings of him around the west of town, getting a bit close, having a look, but never getting too, shall we say, too close to the town. But far too close for folks to remain at ease, so to speak.
Ah,
I'm assuming it needs removing.
Indeed.
It.
Well,
It.
Him.
look,
Well,
I've recently lost half my guards to a. Well, I'm at fucking Northern there. Jesus Christ. Back in disguise.
What are you?
Oh my god, Raven.
Always. Yeah.
Raven.
Yeah. I've been unable to send out any guards out that. Well, we're understaffed as is. The Empire has been redeploying all over the shop.
so I'm guessing you wanting us to go look?
Indeed. Well,
Okay.
So
it's a dangerous trek out there. Recent few years, there's been a persistent mist falling on that side of the valley. And, sightings of undead in that mist.
glorious.
Somebody called that.
How much this job paying?
Well, between all of you, it'll be about what? He sort of does the mental math in his head. 50 gold each.
You can do that.
50 gold each for his head. 100
Oh.
each if you can bring back alive.
Alive?
Why would? Oh, I guess trial.
He still needs to be tried.
Yes.
Ah.
Is there any chance of getting some of that money up front?
No.
Nice
Just give you a
try.
look. What did butcher, eh? For God's sake.
So far, how far
You've had
away is
one
the
drink,
crypt?
that is all.
Oops, what was that say?
How far is the crypt?
About 3 or 4 miles, about give take. Main issue isn't the distance, but more navigating through the fog.
I understand.
I'm
Do you
guessing
have
that's
any old maps?
if we're going directly there across the fields and stuff.
Yeah, that's the standard way of doing it.
Yeah.
Can't say a map will help you far up there, and none's been made of the area for, well, years. Well, not exactly a central province of the Empire.
Not even a plan of the crypt.
Last, that crypt is, well, old. Very, very old. We had some historians in a few years ago. But, well, they were secretive about what they found, so, well, I can gather it's really damn old, and no, I don't have a map on it.
Oh, that's very, very useful. Clearly.
I've got maps on the valley, but, well, there don't be much use out in when you can't see your own dick in front of your face.
That's a very fair point.
Slight eyebrow raise.
He doesn't seem to notice. You'll also notice he's finished his ale by now. Been drinking it in between breaths, pretty much.
You're very easy to drink.
I mean, I finished my drinks the moment it came, so...
So,
Can we get another
Bring in
round?
the drink slowly.
I'll go get another round, for fuck's sake.
I
I
haven't finished my drink.
I haven't even started mine. I just stare at it.
yeah, I
Like
haven't touched mine.
That's 3 of us that
Um,
aren't drinking.
High
He
five!
wants
I
another
just-
drink.
I was about to say, I was just gonna go. Anyone can have mine if they want it. I'm not
I'll take it.
first.
God damn it.
Finishes it in one gulp, of course.
Let me a constitution check.
Yes.
That's
Is
just
it one
click.
of the
Just,
saving throws, yeah?
no, just constitution check. Just click constitution on your character sheet. Just want to tell everyone. It hits you. You start to remember why it's a bad idea to just down ales over and over again. You don't feel drunk, but you feel a bit like slightly tipsy. So you don't get any debilitating issues yet, but you know. But now, Gorse comes back in another set of ales, only 4 this time, and just again sets it down next to the other one.
I'll drink mine in 2 sips this time.
I'd say if you're taking at least a bit of time with your constitution, you can probably get through without, you know. And these aren't exactly strong ales.
I mean, a fair few.
Yeah. So, you already take the job or not?
Yep. I
I'm
guess
game.
We
Yeah.
going for it.
I
Something
guess I have
good.
nothing else to do.
Gives me something
I-
different to
Yeah,
do
we
from my travels. Something.
Pockets
Yeah.
are getting light.
Money.
Yeah, there's a few contracts I need you to sign just so that, you know, if you go out missing in the wilderness, I don't have any lawyers on my ass.
Contracts.
Contract, just imperial bureaucracy, you know how it is.
Can I look them over and read them?
Look them over. It's basically just a contract saying that you're accepting work from this person who is put down as Sheriff Gore Sky and Beard, and it's basically just saying if you die, not our problem.
So the
And
name
then you-
again?
Gorsk Ironbeard.
What?
Okay.
Gorsk Ironbeard. So Gorsk Ironbeard. I assume you can spell both of those things.
I'm hoping so.
Iron bread.
One
Yeah.
hopes.
Right.
I mean, I'll put down my required axe.
What time is it currently?
It's about I don't know 8:30 in the evening. It's fairly dark. Not like
I was gonna say morning drinking. Yeah.
yeah.
With your cereal.
I mean, if you've got no milk, just pour some ale in.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
God.
similar to that. to
Breakfast
that.
of champions.
What was the name of the town we're in again?
Glassfeld.
We are
It's
in
on the map.
Glassfeld. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if
that's
we were in
this-
Glassfeld or up in
this-
Garrett Home.
No, that's
Sorry.
this wonderful little map I made.
Yeah.
What's Gorsk wearing?
He's wearing just sort of, you know, standard, like what was some like fairly hardened studded leather armor. It looks like it's got a few like, you know, tears and like nicks in places, but it looks, you know, fairly well maintained, but just quite well used.
Any designated sickness?
Hmm?
Any designated six? Like Daddy Surf?
You don't see any sort of Actually, you would notice what looks like a small, dwarven military insignia on his shoulder.
I assume not all
Yeah,
of us do it,
I have no problem signing this contract.
Yeah,
Neither do I. I'll sign.
yeah. I'll just sort of sign this. I'd like everyone to make me perception checks.
Where's my perception? There's my perception.
I see everything.
Eh,
I've lost my mouse.
Where the-
Okay, there it is.
I've clicked on. I'm very unperceptive
Oh.
for what I am.
Efren, you are engrossed in reading this contract.
Yeah.
It's just
Actually, no, that's a fair point for what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
because you're also like looking over it. You're not really used to. You don't sign a lot of contracts, so you're
Eh.
just sort of getting your brains with this one. The rest of you would hear. It sounds like the sound of a distant bell tolling in the distance.
oh, for fuck's sake.
And I'd say, Nino, Femeno, and Lockhart, you would hear what sounds like distant, like screaming, shouting, and general panic, like really, really distant. Like
Did you
can
just call
barely
me
hear-
Nino?
No, no.
My
Said
name
no,
is
I-
Leonard.
Well, send her
And-
to the screaming then.
no, okay. No, we all. Does anyone have any pronunciations of their name they want to get straight now?
Is it Nina or Nina?
Leonard.
Nina.
Nina.
You want to
Nina.
roll the R, do you?
It's
Nina.
Elvish.
I can't do that.
Leonard
say-
will do.
I'll say Nana.
Okay.
Nan.
You're gonna end up calling me Nanny.
Right. As you sort of hear this, you see Gorsk just look up and just it's just not quite a scowl, but a light comes to his face. Ah, for fuck's sake! Some drunk twat will be knocked over the fucking bell or something. And he just storms out with his crossbow on his to his shoulder.
I want to stand up
Just-
suddenly and go after him.
Okay, he doesn't seem to be irritated by your presence. It seems to be off storming towards the front door of the tavern.
I'm gonna stomp right behind him.
I'm gonna
Right.
finish my drink and then follow them as well.
Con check. Give me a Constitution check, Mark Jack.
Uh-huh.
That will be your third. Oh god!
You are starting to get quite tipsy at this point. Thankfully, your natural, we'll call it experience of alcohol, has meant that you can pretty much manage the effects of this without taking any debilitating issues. But you're starting to
healthy.
yeah.
Fair enough.
You feel a lot lighter than you necessarily are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are you gonna go after them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
finish reading the contract, suddenly click that most of the people have left the room, sign it, and run out after them.
Okay.
I slowly get up and just walk after everyone. Just
Okay.
behind them.
As you
Yeah,
sort of
fair.
get down to the front room of the tavern, there's a few all the patrons, and everyone looking a bit like not scared, but a bit like concerned about the town bell going. Just looking around and seeing this retinue of armored and armed people walking straight to the tavern likely isn't putting their minds to rest.
But we're trying to figure out what's going on. Surely that should help them.
I mean, they're not openly sort of hostile. It's more just the fact that there's a large group of armed people walking straight through the tavern, looking intentedly, especially the sheriff at the front looking pissed off.
I'm gonna approach the sheriff and ask what the hell is going on.
I don't fucking know. Just I look outside and it'll be at that point the front doors of the tavern just burst open. At the front is this this sort of just scrawny looking man, just fairly standard looking, with short brown hair, with a sort of very light beard. He noticed that his front is just covered in dirt, like he's just taken a hard fall, and he looks absolutely terrified. And he just bursts through the door and just collapses onto the ground, barely scrabbling up to his knees again.
Can I go up to him, see what's going on?
They're coming out the fucking. They're fucking dead. They're here. I mean, he is hyperventilating. He is sweating. He looks completely just terrified. They're coming out of the fucking graveyard. And you notice, I can see through the doors, you can see through the doors just other people like running and screaming, like running away from the direction of the graveyard.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Well, boys.
No, just my luck.
You just hear sort of Gorse's not cock, but like pull back his crossbow. He's like, for fuck's sake, and just, I'll go and ready the fucking militia. You guys just fucking see what you can do. And he just sprints off and with the rest of the crowd.
I'm gonna pull my wand out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we know somewhat where the graveyard is.
My guess would be just follow the screaming people.
Oh.
Yeah, you've had a vague look around town. You know everything. You know where most things are.
Yeah.
I just realised I forgot to sort out music for this, so enjoy the sound of silence.
It's a good song.
Hang on, I'll see if I can find something vaguely.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I mean, it is evening, so...
You again.
Yeah.
But what was gone from a very quiet evening night is just completely, out on its head now that there's, just people like now there's just basically half the town just running and screaming through the, through the town. It's gone on its head a lot, and you just can still hear the town bell just going all out.
Well, I'll just start marching in whatever direction the people are coming from.
Right.
Follow Groose.
I guess I'll
Same.
walk with.
I'll follow it at the end, but quickly stop next to the guy on the floor and just be like, I do believe you meant undead, and carry on out.
Wow.
He just gives you an
Snarky.
incredulous look. He just gives you an incredulous look and then just faints. Just face down on the floor, just sprawled out on the floorboards.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you follow the trail of screaming people, and it doesn't take you far until map change.
Ooh.
Da-na-na-na.
Exciting.
Hang on 1 minute.
Oh.
He's borked it.
Drum roll, please.
So this is where he's lost the map.
Sorry about that. Goings on in my flat.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Oh no. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, it's quite blurry. So zoom out and zoom back, and it should fix it.
it's all good.
Okay, right.
Oh.
As you're sort of just like sprinting towards this group of people, you get to the end of the crowd, and just coming out of the darkness, you notice several figures, just shambling and just not walking as a living person should.
Hmm.
And as they sort of walk into the torch of the nearby houses, you see the issue.
Oh.
Oh. Look, they're so cute.
And
mean-
I would like you between you figure out what the issue has been,
Yeah.
and I'd like everyone to roll me initiative.
Hey.
Right.
Actually, wait.
Oh my god. Where
Right.
Is it? Ah.
It's up now. Right. Click on your character, like your character token on like the actual battle map, and then click initiative. Otherwise, it won't register. We have to add it in manually. It's right at the top, I think.
Is it the green thing?
It's the thing that's labeled initiative.
I think I did it right.
Yeah, you did. That's gone through.
Hmm.
It's next to your armor class.
Jesus.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Very well.
Right. Okay.
I am so...
Oh, that's
Wow.
So the zombies think they got a -1 on their initiative roll. Can't say I've seen that one before.
Well then.
I'll just say 1 because the game won't let me put -1. It's an invalid character. Good roll. Give me a second, I'm just
I
sorting something
literally
else.
cannot find it. I don't know.
Hang on, let me. Okay. It is right. It is to the immediate right of armor class above your hit points.
Immediate right. Oh, I see. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Give me a sec. I've just got a. Okay, let's see. You notice that, like, so as the skeletons head move towards you, they're notably still wearing like rusted armor, carrying these fucking ancient swords. But they're actually fairly quick. Oddly enough.
Can we tell anything from the armor?
No, it's just other than it's really damn old. No.
Just quick. I'm guessing each square is 5.
Each square, yeah, each square is a 5-foot space.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a combat. From Mena, your turn.
I guess I'll move up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I do this how?
Just click it, just grab your token and just drag it. You have every square is 5 foot of movement, so I think it should have your speed should be on your character sheet.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so you can move pretty much that basically. You can do a double move, but you won't be able to attack or anything at the end of it.
You give up your action.
Yeah,
Stay
basically.
here.
I thought. Wait. Okay. So action is separate to attack.
Well, you know what I mean. Action. You won't be able to use it. I meant,
Move action.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
You move, got your action, got your bonus action, and other stuff. Anyway, no, your turn.
Right. I need to do some measuring.
I'm gonna find some music because this is feeling rather empty.
Most of them are 60 away. The one
Yeah.
right at the back is 65. From me, that is. So from you, the one at the back
Oh.
is 60-ish.
Righty.
Oh my.
Yeah. Do a little entanglement.
No, that's the wrong period. Fucking Warzone. That's not descriptive enough.
So if I just cast it like here, then they should all be ensnared.
Okay, give me a sec. I'm just grappling with the fucking Oh, hang on. That's fucked up. Give me a sec. I found the right song and I accidentally closed it. God damn it. Why does nothing work? Least of all me. Hang on. So you're casting Ensnare, right?
Yes. Also, well, entangle. How are you?
Entangle.
Like how are you timing it? How long do you class a turn to be?
A turn is 6 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Why does monster attack a fucking gun? Never mind. Medical bow, there we go.
And also,
Can you hear that, or is that not?
It's not
Hear
there
what?
yet.
it
Okay,
says
I
nothing
don't. How
displaying currently.
about now?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there
hear
we go.
something.
there we go.
Okay,
There we
yeah.
go.
A battle.
Ooh.
I would have some battle music, but it's all copyrighted, so you know.
Yeah. Prefer
Fucking
you don't.
lawyers. Okay, right. So that's strength checks, if I remember correctly. Powers and strength saves to resistance.
They have to roll a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Okay. Give me a second.
I assume it's against my spell save DC. So.
Yes. The counter sheet's bugging up. I'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Where's the monster manual? It's of course, too much transferring to work. Everything I've tested to work, isn't it? Right. So your save DC is a what power?
It is 13.
Okay. Give me a sec. Just trying to.
But the terrain is still difficult, so they'd have to make it.
Well, the
it
terrain is
freezes
the terrain is just that's just a road. It's pretty flat.
No, but I mean the whole area is now difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Because
Okay,
there's,
that's
you know,
good to
weeds and
know. Right, let's see. That's a natural 20. 3. And, okay, so 2 of the zombies fail. Need to find a good. And are ensnared. Give me some kind of decent. There we go. And the skeletons, natural 19, and unfortunately just enough. They managed to just pull out of these just roots and vines grasping out of the ground that managed to restrain 2 of these zombies, but don't seem to. But the 3 others unfortunately make it through, although are still slowed significantly by this just writhing bed of just vines and weeds. Okay.
So this is for us also difficult to move through, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, but it's ages away.
Yeah.
But I guess if you run up to it.
Okay. Yeah. These zombies are just like unable to move their feet and just rooted down. They're just sort of, fumbling about in this. Lockhart, your turn.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi there. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? I wanna fire one of my arrows at one of these things.
Okay. Which
How
one?
do I- so can you see my arrow?
Yeah, that one in the center.
Yes, this boy. This
Okay,
pretty
that
boy.
boy. Okay.
Yep. So what do I roll?
Just
Roll,
on your attack on your character sheet.
Oh, do I just press my longbow
Yeah, press where your longbow is.
and press it?
Yeah. Okay. That's actually enough. Zombies have shit all AC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Is that
click on.
16?
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
A. So click on the longbow on the text underneath.
Yep.
Okay, and you do 7 points of piercing damage as this arrow just impacts on this zombie's chest. And it's just pushed back like about maybe a foot, but just keeps on moving forward.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, you're definitely hurting. It's moving slightly slower than before, but it's it's still up, unfortunately.
I mean, it's already dead.
Because, well,
It
it's
doesn't
still
reveal things.
it's not dead enough.
It's not dead.
I'm gonna move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right over there. I cannot seem to grab my. Oh, hang on. This works.
Yeah, you're on the
1, 2,
measure.
3, 4, 5, 6. There.
Whee.
That's, hang on.
What's the measuring thing to click?
It's you see the
Hang on.
Line thing
Oh.
with the circle around it.
yeah.
I can't
Ruler.
count. This is good. And
Oh,
Whoops.
that one is so slow. That one is so slow. And I will throw one of my javelins.
Okay, against which one?
The leftmost one.
The LFO zombie or
Yeah, the zombie.
Okay, right. Okay, make your attack.
Nope.
That's
Oh,
20.
wow.
Wow.
Well,
Hey.
that's my first battle.
Right, okay, roll damage. I mean, technically you had advantage on that, but you already crit it, so
Yep. That's 8 plus
Okay.
7, 15.
You just fucking nail this zombie through the chest with a javelin. It's actually now pinned to the ground even more because the javelin has gone straight through its chest and into the ground behind it.
Good start.
Good start.
Yep.
Right, the Skelebro's turn. This one,
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Wow.
Bigger turns.
yeah, this one's gonna move forward a bit, so it's.
Well, it's pinned to the ground, isn't it?
No, it's that skeleton there. It's only been. It hasn't strayed. It's just in difficult terrain, so it moves half as quick.
No, but that's the guy I thrust through at.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the zombie.
No. Oh, sorry, yeah. My mistake.
Yeah.
It was a skeleton I threw at.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've already done the damage, so sorry.
That's alright, so...
It's okay. As he tries to, this skeleton. Although
You went for the
fairly-
skeleton, but you critical the zombie.
I mean, it works, it works!
Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm not complaining. I just want my
Yeah, this-
javelin back later.
Skeleton is gonna move out of the. How far did the difficult terrain area extend to, Power?
It's
20
20 foot
feet.
square.
Okay.
probably wouldn't even encompass all of them because it's basically 10-foot radius. Or 20-foot
there.
side.
It's
Well, I got all of them.
Yeah, I got all of them.
Yeah. So this one is going to move through to about here, and just a double movement, admittedly. So that would be 20 feet of movement. Just about gets to you, Gruz, to make an attack.
Oh
It
no.
just swings at you with this ancient rusty blade. Let's see, that's a 14.
Nope.
Yeah, you just manage to like block it with the backhand of your great axe, and the blow just goes wide. And this one is going to do something fairly similar, and just moves forward to here and pulls out this bow that apparently has on its person.
Apparently.
Okay, and it makes an attack. It makes a shot at you, Marjack.
Mm-hmm.
That's an for free. It misses horribly. It just fumbles with the arrow and it just twangs off harmlessly into the night.
all of his skin has fallen off, so his bones don't work properly anymore.
Yeah, the muscles aren't quite all there because they're
Aw.
not there.
Because they're not there.
Well, I got a movement of 35 feet, so I can actually reach all the way there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a swing at the skeleton
Mhm.
with
Have you
my
attack roll?
short sword, and that is a miss.
No, it just grates off this thing's ribs.
Then I'm gonna use
Sure.
my bonus action to hit with my offhand short sword,
Okay,
which
that hits it.
That does it.
Yeah, just with your second sword, you manage to just like graze at this blow against its
And
other
you get
set of ribs.
sneak attack
that
because there's an ally.
I'm rolling. I forgot to tell you about this. I'm rolling with all that you have to be actually flanking with allies. So I should have
Okay.
said this before, because otherwise it's just
OP.
yeah. As someone who's played an OP sneak attacker in the past, I know all the tricks. But yeah, you just graze this strike against the side of this thing's.
So do I actually throw the sneak attack for that, or is it only for the first attack?
No.
Because the first attack missed.
I'll say have it this time. I'll say have it this time because I didn't forgot to explain the rules, on my home rules at least. So in the future, you have to be flanking.
Well then.
Yeah, you just graze this blow against the side of this thing's ribs. You see them crack and splinter in several places, but this thing still seems, if not strong, moving.
Understood. Well, that's my turn.
Indeed. Afron, your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to move just to here. Then on the Skelly bro that's on his own, I'm going to.
Sacred Flame. Okay, that should be a DC 13 dex save, shouldn't it?
Yes. I don't
Yeah,
know-
okay, yeah, that's been weird for a while. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, oh, natural 20.
God
it
damn
just-
it.
Moves out the way of this, just, like blast of radiant flame. This is Zomball's turn. This one's gonna move through to about. Hang on, the music has gone off.
Yes, it has.
Bloody hell!
We're not done fighting yet.
Aye, we're still fighting here. This thing is going to just about get to the edge of the of this tangle of woods. Just slow enough he can't progress further. And the other two are going to try and break free of these vines wrapping around them, and they both unfortunately succeed.
Heckin'.
However, I think that's their turn because it's a full. I think it's an action to break free of that, so they still have their movement. I think. So they just about get to the edge of the entangled zone. However, they'll be able to move freely next turn. So Menor, your turn.
I think I will move just next to Gruz to
Okay.
support them.
Okay.
And wait, I can attack that skeleton.
You can indeed.
Yes,
You
I will
attack?
try to attack it with my quarterstaff.
Okay. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Alright.
Just click on the yeah. You score a solid blow inside this thing's head, and it just shatters and explodes into ash and long dead bone. It just collapses to the ground. Just a pile of
Nice.
rust.
I think I'll end my turn there. Alright, unless I can move back.
No. There's not much. I don't think there's anything else you
Okay.
can do from there.
Yeah, we'll stop there.
Okay, Nana. Nana, that's it, right? I'm forgetting how to say it.
Nanny.
Nani?
I'm just gonna say power. I'm just gonna say power. I'm sorry.
Fine. Gee.
I'll get it eventually.
Okay, I need to do a little measuring and a little thinking.
Nana just pulls out a ruler and just starts walking around the bed.
Don't mind me.
Oh, don't mind me.
Okay. Yoink. Do a little running.
Okay, ice knife. Let's see. Maybe just. I assume you're attacking the zombie in the center.
Yes.
Okay, make me an attack roll.
It's not ingrained because it's a spell. God damn it! But that's fine. Oh my god.
What's your attack? What's your bonus actually? The proficiency plus
5.
spell count. That's 1 off. You sort of trip on a bit of that. You just trip a bit, and the ice knife just goes inches wide of the zombie and just goes on into the night and just shatters in the darkness. Guys, your turn.
But it's hit or miss. The shard explodes. Surely, even if I miss
no,
it by a
you are
little
correct.
bit, it
You
can
are correct.
explode. Like even if it lands like
As it's
here
going
or something.
as it's going past, as it grazes off the zombie's flesh, not enough to do any real damage. It just shatters from the impact. Won't be 2d6. Let's see. How good are these zombies at dexterity saves? Not great. Fail.
Well, neither's my
Fail. Don't worry, they all failed.
Where they get 3 measly damage.
It's damage.
It's cold damage though.
They don't seem to have. They don't seem to have a preference.
Somebody wanted ice in their whiskey earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, my turn.
Yeah. You
as a
notice
bo-
the zombie you impaled previously still has your javelin sticking through its chest.
Yeah, I'll pick that up
Just
later.
Reach out and grab it.
What? This is the one on the left, right?
Yeah, this one here. He is looking rough.
Mm-hmm. Well, as a bonus action, I'm gonna start my rage. And I will shout, Steelbreakers! And move 1 forward. And slap a bloody.
Okay, me attack.
Yep. Great X.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah. No matter what you roll on damage, this thing's dead. You just sort of.
It's very dead.
It's very
Yeah.
It's beyond death.
You just like slam your greatsword straight through its the side of its chest.
Great
Goes
axe,
straight
but
through
yeah.
Great axe, do you know what I mean? Your large weapon. Your weapon of significant size. And you just go straight through most of its chest, and just go straight through the spine, and just stop like maybe I don't know, a few inches away from cleaving this thing in two.
Did I
They
at
just
least
collapse
miss
it.
my javelin?
You did not hit your javelin. That's
Thank
still
you.
salvageable,
Good, good, good.
but it just falls to the ground and even deader than it was prior. Lockhart, your turn.
Can I move?
Yes, you can.
I'll move. Here, and then can I throw in another arrow at? Can I throw it at? These boy.
You can certainly do it at this point.
Okay. So.
That's definitely a hit.
Do I need to
Yeah.
press the longbow text again?
Yes.
Oop.
Yep. You just struck this guy in the shoulder, and his arm falls off. Actually,
Oh!
Well,
he doesn't
Yes.
seem to notice.
That's
wait,
a
which
hand-
arm?
His left.
Which arm?
Damn.
Damn, he's a righty.
Oh no!
Hey.
That's an armful.
Okay. This skeleton is going to move forward to attack the strange creature who just threw ice at it.
Hot diggity.
That's a
Yeah.
20.
Well, that fucking hits.
Ow.
Ouch.
Okay, that's 3 points of damage as you manage to just duck out the way of most of the strike, but just the edge of the blade manages to catch your side.
Ugh.
You rolled, because of course it's all fucking minimum damage. Varric, your turn.
Okay, so how bad shape is that
Oh,
one?
sorry. Just a second before that happens, another skeleton raised its head around the
Oh
corner.
my god.
Ah, bloody hell.
Fuck's sake.
Could it go
But
back
again,
to just...
in how bad shape is that one?
It's in pretty bad shape. It's missing an arm.
Okay, well,
It's got like bits of shrapnel dug into its back of ice.
I'm
it's having a
gonna
bad
go
day.
there, and I'm gonna swing my short sword at it.
Okay, that is a hit. These things have shit all AC.
Aim for the other arm.
Okay, that hits you just. Oh, sorry. That hits you. Just dig a blade straight into its back. It seems very badly hurt, but still mobile.
Okay.
Its head just twists around to look at you.
It's an owl!
I'm gonna do the offhand attack with my.
Okay, roll damage. Oh,
It's only one because the
yeah.
for the.
Oh, you go to stab it again in the back of the head, but you think its neck breaks as it sort of goes to do it, so you just scrape by the side of it and take a bit of its jaw off.
Okay,
It is
then.
looking incredibly rough, but it's still up and looking rather angry.
And ugly.
It wasn't looking to begin with.
I guess that is my turn.
Afrin, your turn.
Okay. I pull out a little
Not the
cog
time.
from my pocket. Holding it out, I'm gonna point towards Gruss, Verminor, and
Ferret?
Minar,
Oh, no. Okay.
and I bless them.
Okay.
Ooh.
But I didn't even sneeze.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. So those of you who don't know, whenever you when you make a basically you could next time you make an attack roll or saving throw, well no, not next time, but sometime when you can make an attack roll or saving throw, you can roll d1d4 and add it to the to your attack or saving throw because of that spell.
Alrighty then.
Okay, the Zomble's turn. Old Jawless over here is somewhat annoyed he's been impaled and is going to try and hit back at Varric.
Ooh.
That's shit all. His arm just his remaining arm just lolls towards you to get around it. So it's just literally like clawing at your shoulder but not really getting any actual grip.
Okay.
His friend. What's even worse, you just like, nimbly duck out the way as his claw just whooshes over your head effortlessly. However,
That's like reflexes.
Yeah. Another creature walks out through the darkness.
Ooh.
Another zombie.
Oh dear.
Domenico, your turn.
Right, I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to this skeleton and attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay, make me attack roll. That hits, all damage. Don't need another attack. You just whack this thing around the stomach, and the entire just central portion of its body just collapses into dust immediately,
Oh my god.
and it just falls to the ground. Turns out skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. Who'd have known?
Does it still? Okay, so it's dead.
It's very dead.
Alright, I'll go ahead and end my turn there.
Okay, give me a sec. No, your turn.
Alright. I was gonna attack that thing, but off it go.
Sorry.
It's fine. Not a huge deal. Okay. Pop over here. Grab my ruler.
Hang on, guys.
One sec, guys. I gotta measure.
I still can't find that ruler.
It's a
Top left. It's the fourth option down. Circle.
I see it. Thank you.
Is your character proficient in using rulers, or?
Yeah.
Okay. As you go to just, are you going to shoot at the zombie? As you go to shoot out this, just sort of what? How are you delivering this spell for flavor?
I'm gonna just lift up my hand as it says you should do in the spell description, and just kind of
sorry for trying to add flavor.
push,
God.
push the air almost towards it, but as I push the air, it sort of molds, and it's like a kind of a trippy thing where what would just be clear air kind of becomes a cloud of noxious poison.
Okay. As you shoot this out towards the zombie, it hits him, but just washes over this thing's undead carapace. It seems unconcerned.
Oh my.
Anything else?
Oh. Rib. I guess not.
Okay. Lockhart, your turn.
Hang on. I accidentally closed the tab.
Good job.
Oh no. like your character sheet, or just like the entire Roll20?
The entire website.
Oh god.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh my god. I run. I run here.
Okay.
Sorry. And I whip out.
Not only the time. But
Guys, come on. We're in a battle here.
Uh-oh.
maybe it's a blood. Oh god.
Wait.
Okay,
We
yep.
lost Lockhart.
Oh, it only took an hour. Wow. Okay, make me short sword attacks, which is what I assume you're doing.
Yeah.
So I can tell you point blank bow firing doesn't work.
Well, it can work, but
Well, it can, it's
A
just
disadvantage.
you can, it's just twice as unlikely.
So, one short sword.
Well, that
You
is-
hit this.
wow.
Yeah, you just fucking carve this thing's head in two.
Yep.
It's on 1 health. The damage doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
gone.
then it's immune to
Can I
poison, huh?
not kick it or something?
Zombies are immune to
No.
poison, unfortunately.
Oh.
Ah.
Today we learned, lads.
Indeed.
No.
Well, you don't know this, but I do. Yes, Magic, you can go to the toilet if you want to. I'm not going to demand. No, you stay here. Pick yourself.
P.
P.
Kraz, your turn.
Well, I'm gonna move up to the left and smack this big guy's head in.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to do this differently. Great Axe seems to work, so sure. There we go.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage.
Aw, that's disappointing.
You slip on a bit of a zombie and just still manage to get a good hit off, but it doesn't quite have as devastating and bloody an impact as you'd hope. It's still probably really fucking hurt though.
I'm assuming so.
Right, the remaining Skelebro is gonna edge slowly towards Graz, and even slower because it just walked through the entangled area.
Oh yeah.
Wait, am I not in the entangled area now as well?
No, I think it starts here.
We
He's
can-
literally just in front, I think.
Yeah, it's about here.
Ah, okay.
You can't see that because I just highlighted it with my.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Hang on, I'll do it. I'll do it. Object. Draw shape. Let's see. 10.
Okay.
It's not that. Alright, I've fucked up as well. That'll do. That'll do.
Right. That's fair.
So it's about this. There's a bit more off screen, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it's slightly further this way, actually. Yep, that's not fine. Okay, yeah, it goes to strike you, Gus.
I want to see him try.
That's a natural 2. It just trips on a bit of vine
I'll just.
and misses entirely.
I just stare at it like, huh, you're next.
It seems unconcerned.
Mm-hmm.
Avaric, your turn.
Okay, well, I'll actually move into the entangled area and take a swing at the zombie.
Remember, you're in difficult terrain now, so you know you move at half movement.
I know, but I mean, it's basically just one hop there, so it's...
Yeah, it's not an issue of how much you moved.
Yeah.
Okay, make me your attacks.
I'm assuming I am now flanking the zombie.
No, you have to be directly adjacent, like across. So, like, you'd have to be about here.
Then
You
I'll
can still
move
do-
there.
You can still do that. Okay, make me your attacks. That hits. Oddly enough, for 25. Yeah, you just skewer this thing through the back, and it just
That doesn't even include the...
I know.
sneak attack.
You did 10 damage. Just shut up.
Press sneak
Shut
attack
up.
anyway.
Oh, god damn it.
Again?
Yeah, this thing just collapses off your blade. Oh, because you needed it, did you?
I wanted to try.
Okay, give me a.
And I guess
Oh,
that
that was an accident. Hang on.
I guess I do still have movement left, so I'm gonna move a little bit back. And I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Afron, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, he's in range. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
13. Why does...
It rolls insufficient, and it takes. This thing just ignites into radiant flame. Like you would, yeah. You would probably know that, yeah. This thing is just immolated basically in holy fire.
I'm guessing that's a bad thing for it.
It's groaning slightly more than usual. You think? It's gonna go. Okay, the Zomble's turn. It's gonna edge down to just about to here, and it's gonna try and attack Gruz. I'll go for it. 13. Oh wait, no, 14.
Ha!
Yeah, you dodge out the way of another as this thing just swings at you. They're not terribly fast.
Nope.
From Menor, your turn.
Right. I suspect moving up here. I can do that.
You can do that. Yeah, you have the movement.
That's 25. I've got 35, and I'll strike at the skeleton.
Okay.
Oh my god.
These hits.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
impressive.
that definitely hits all damage. You just fucking smash this thing into pieces.
It's 3 for 3. I'm really happy. Yeah! I
Yeah.
exclaim.
Yeah, you sort of do like a sort of like backhand with the side, with like a not backhand, but like a sort of smash it from underneath its skull with your like quarterstaff, and it just flies up about 10 feet into the air before landing down, and the skeleton just collapses into just a pile of bones.
Nice.
And
Oh, that was good fucking timing. Oh no, wait, there's one more. Shit. Fuck. Hey, I don't think it's gonna live long. No, your turn.
Alrighty. Literally whip out the short bow.
That certainly hits it. Roll damage.
Shit,
Yep, you just strike a solid hit into this thing's stomach. It definitely felt that. Kruz.
well, I'm
I think you get advantage on this because you're flanking, but you don't need it. Just that's an easy of 8.
there we go.
Yeah, it dies.
Do you want me to roll damage or?
No.
Oh,
no, roll damage just to be sure.
come on. There we go.
It's still up.
You're kidding me.
You
Oh.
won't get much to score a grazing blow against its
That's
chest.
the fucking dead one.
It's still up. Lockhart, your turn.
I move, and then I wanna poke it.
Make me a short sword attack.
I wanna poke it. I poked it. Does it die?
Well, that's it.
To steal a line from a far better DM, how would you like to do this? How would you like to finish off this? How would you like to finish off this zombie?
I stare down at it. Meaning I can't fucking say the word. Menacingly.
Menacingly.
Menacingly. And then I grab my short sword and stab it right through its left eye, and then whip it out, and then I stab it in the other eye.
Okay. As this thing is currently preoccupied with like dealing with the other two living things beside it, it only notices you at the last second as your sword goes straight through its eye, impaling it through the back of its head. As you just pull out of that sword and go in through the other with the other, and it just collapses to the ground in a pile of viscera and gore. You then kick it.
Then I kick it.
You deal one more point of damage to this already very, very dead zombie. Good job. You can no longer hear any sounds of undead moving towards your position.
Can I pick up all of my arrows, please?
What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna stop the music first as well because I'm doing is that I'm assuming that you're just scavenging arrows after you take them because I can't be asked to fucking regulate arrow ammo count. I'm just assuming that you're either buying them when you run out or just picking up ones like non-broken ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You can also get your javelin back out of this zombie.
Yep.
It's
Definitely
a
picking that up.
bit of a pull out, but because it's full in there, but you get it
Maybe
that in
after
time.
like 100 shoots, it snaps and he has to buy
Just
new.
something for Muzz to remember, because I suddenly clicked onto it. Muzz actually did 6 damage because he forgot his +2 rage.
You forgot you're doing rage, so
yeah.
Wait.
But anyway,
Oh.
I thought yeah.
Oh, well.
I thought you had that entered in. Never mind.
No.
You can't do that on this. It's not Pathfinder.
So I need to add damage.
Yeah, just
Yeah, you
remember.
might be able to add it in.
Do you remember that thing I told you to remind you of? I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
I suddenly clicked on after. I was like, wait a sec, isn't he raging?
Yeah, I was
So
actually
I had to double check. I was like, I swear. That's
Oh
not
yeah,
damage.
because you guys are doing so badly. You only needed that extra 2 damage.
Hey, every little helps.
You got 1 hit against it, which is minimum damage.
Oh, that's actually a good call, Mitch. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mitch. Okay, you are just the battle has stopped. You can no longer hear any more undead moving towards your position.
Well, Varagli is back for the tavern to his beer and for the contract.
They
Okay.
were up here, right?
They were coming from this direction. Yeah,
How do you
So,
do this circle thing?
They didn't come from any of these.
you ping it.
Hold.
No, those are houses.
Oh, they're not. I thought they were. Great. Never mind.
How
No.
the fuck?
No,
How do
they're
you-
houses.
I'd like to
click and hold down.
go towards. Also, a minute has passed, mate. This is all gone. I
Yeah,
should-
well, it's every turn round is 6. Every round is 6 seconds. So
yeah, but
probably hasn't.
by now. Okay, that wasn't. Never mind. I don't know how to.
But it's gone. Okay, these grasping vines underneath have just
I wanna
slowly
go
withered and dug back into the ground.
towards the graveyard.
Okay, I'll do Zate's bit first. As of course you split the party within the second hour. God damn it!
We've got to investigate where they came from.
But yeah, Zate, as you run back towards the pub, you notice that it's not so much calmed down, but like everyone's like basically like sort of boarded up inside the tavern. They sort of panic for a second when they see you coming back, just covered in like gore and viscera. Then they realise that you're probably a bit alive, looking to be a zombie, and they, just sort of let you in easily. The backroom is still unoccupied. The alcohol and contracts are still all there.
Okay, well, Varag goes there and finishes his drink in a
Priorities.
timely manner. and then writes down his name on the contract and picks up the contract and tries to find the sheriff.
Okay. You sort of. Yeah. Any particular way you're going, or just.
Well, I mean, did I see where he left when we...
He left he turned right when you guys turned left, basically. He went for the town, basically the town's barracks to pull up the town guard, because you would have seen from like in between houses and stuff there were other groups of undead, and they were being like fought by just the town guard and double townspeople.
Okay,
You-
well,
like,
in
you
that case...
But by now, it's pretty much calmed down.
Yeah, Varric gives the contract for the tavern owner and tells to give it to the sheriff, and then goes back towards the graveyard.
Okay, there's this, fairly tall, quite stocky man with a rather sort of, relatively calm face given the situation. He's just polishing off a mug and just hiding his facial expression behind his rather significant beard. He just nods, grumbles, and lets you go.
Okay.
Okay, is anyone else going with either party?
I'm actually very curious what's happening on the graveyard.
Can we know what are these blacked out buildings?
Oh, those are buildings. Those are just houses.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
can't
can't
go
see
in
the
there.
insides.
Yeah,
basically
that was just
what
while I was storing character tokens.
Oh.
Ah.
I could
So-
snoop in
so-
there and be like, oh, look at this. I could do
Oh yeah.
So you're going to break into people's houses, basically.
Yeah!
They are. The doors are locked, unfortunately. Like the windows aren't barred, but they're closed.
Oh.
Seems people inside either ran when the stuff came, or locked the doors and just hoped there would be enough to keep. So there's a twat driving outside of a fucking. They get those twats who just modify their cars to be as loud and twatch as possible.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's one who parks 5 feet away
Oh,
from
Oh,
5.
just heard it.
Yep.
Shut up!
Be
can I
gone.
Fucking twats.
DM.
Yo.
Could I not look through the bodies of the dead and see if I can find anything? Like, loot
Uh,
or just
on the
anything
zombies,
else?
no. They just on the zombies, no. There seems to be nothing of any real worth. On the skeletons, not really. Just rusted over weaponry, scraps of armor,
Okay.
nothing really that seems of any real worth.
Anything recognizable on the armor?
No, it's far too old and eroded to really.
Check.
Yeah. It's
Um,
yeah. These guys weren't rich.
They're just dead.
I think I'll head into the tavern looking for a drink, realize that I don't have any money, take the contract, sign it, and then look for the sheriff.
Okay. Everyone else?
Well, he's got my contract already, so...
I already signed the contract.
Yeah, I already.
Same here.
I don't think I never gave it to him, so...
Yeah. Okay.
I think he just took it from me.
I think just head towards the graveyard with.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll head.
What do you mean with gross? I started this.
Yeah, she did.
I know you
ju-
did.
I'm
You're
just-
already gone.
Okay.
You gone.
As you all sort of head towards the graveyard, you notice, as you get closer, you see several other people in there. Most notably, Sheriff Gorsk and a few of his guards, also seemingly in this area.
Hmm.
Oh crap. Okay.
And then they're also investigating the area. You notice that several of them are seem somewhat wounded. Several of them are just covered in viscera and gore from the fight, but all seem relatively all right. Just a bit shaken from such an unexpected attack.
Stepping towards Gorsk and say, I see you have a party here.
Well, your fucking contact is. Oh god, ow! My throat just went. It's not supposed to happen. Tried to roll Nah. Well, your contract just fucking shot up in price, lad.
Did it now?
Look at this. Sort of sits in front of you is what's clearly the body of a well, it's like a sort of like a very a young man, like a guy in his 17, 18, and he has this huge gaping wound across his neck.
Well then.
He's one of our lads, one of the local hunters. I paid him to keep an eye on the town when we didn't have enough guards around.
So you say our contract went up in price. What are you going for now then?
He just angrily sighs. Just look. An old man, a guy named Bran. He was out by the graveyard paying respects to a dead wife when he saw a slender old figure standing by the edge of the graveyard. Just before the zombies woke up and, well, you saw what happened. The old crazy old bastard thinks he saw fucking Maud.
Well then.
Now, I don't know about you, it seems like a bit of a fucking coincidence to me.
Would that mean you're gonna pay us 100 each, even if he's dead?
Just sort it out. And he just angrily storms off. Just find the bastard and you'll be well paid. And he just storms off in a seemingly even worse mood.
Okay.
Well, gents, I guess we don't have to worry about capturing anybody anymore.
Just kill.
Mm-hmm. Makes my life easier.
Yeah, it's easier than having to try and drag someone back who doesn't want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Around now, Varric and Femeno are gonna probably have found a sort of ghost spider storming out of the graveyard. Just absolute face to thunder. It looks pissed as hell.
So we found him, yeah?
Yeah, you found him. He's angrily, just like not towards you, but he's coming in your direction.
Right. I go up to him and hand him the contract.
He just grabs out of your hand and keeps walking without a word.
I stare at him.
After that, I left my contract with the bartender.
Fine, I'll get in a fucking minute. This guy's in a very bad mood.
He's had a bad day.
Bad day at the office. Got attacked by the dead.
Fun.
Yeah, you're all in the graveyard.
Can we see which graves have been?
You probably see, but make me a perception or investigation check, everyone here.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Me and Varric go back, or are we still?
I'm assuming you joined everyone else in the graveyard.
Yeah. Can I ask just to get up to speed what they noticed while they were here?
They only just got here, so what we do? You can, but that's what they'll tell you.
All right. Did you say perception check?
Perception or investigation?
What about survival for looking footprints and all that?
I'll allow it.
Or would that be under perception?
I'll say you can have survival as you're looking for specific thing.
I mean, I'm better at perception, but I'm gonna go with survival.
No perception.
How'd that go for you?
Choice.
Okay. It's all pretty easy to notice that several of the graves have just been completely torn out of. Like there are ajar coffins, just pulled up bits of earth. Just very clear that these were that several of the graves these creatures came from. Not all of them are turned up though. You'd estimate about maybe a quarter of the graves in the graveyard have been, broken out of.
Does the rest seem touched?
The rest seem fine. And Gruz and Femeno, as you're looking around, you seem to you find this odd object behind, dug in behind one of the graves. There's like small, almost nearly spherical stone that seems to ooze this strange liquid.
Don't want to touch it, but can I get a closer look?
Yeah, you get a closer look. Just dig in, maybe about what? Yeah, face very close to it. It seems to be this small, almost spherical, rock that throughout this liquid oozing from several points in it. Looking at it closely, you see the liquid. There seems to be this sort of dry, this black and diseased blood slowly oozing from it from several places. As you're sort of looking at it, you feel this sense of dread almost, or this sense that something's wrong as you're looking at it.
Hmm.
I don't like
Hang on.
this.
I think I step away from it.
Okay. Okay. I assume you. Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
no
we step away
understanding
from
of this. I will. I look what Tamnor is doing, and it's like, no. I'm not scared, but I'm definitely on edge.
Mm-hmm.
Could I roll an Arcana check to figure out? If I can
Anyone
tell
who
what
wants to
magic's
figure
going
out
on?
anyone who wants to figure out what it is can make me a knowledge Arcana or religion check. Yes, I'm trying to find some graveyard music.
Knowledge, Arcana, or Graveyard? What?
Or religion.
Religion, right.
Yes, knowledge graveyard. Oh no.
I'll help out. Have a look at it.
Knowledge.
Where the hell?
It's,
Oh wow.
it's one of the skills. Give me a second. I'm trying to find some
Trying to find-
graveyard music because I did have all these saved on like the tab, so I could play them in an instant. Then they just sort of went away. I don't know why. So thanks for 20. You bitch. Give me a sec. But yeah, looking at this at this object, both of you would Groswin, you are not really versed in magical like anything really. But Afood and Nena, you've read of this object. It's called an Augur of Ergothoa. It's with Ergothoa being the goddess of undead, gluttony, and cannibalism.
Can you spell it, please? All of the words, please.
What of?
No, the first one.
Oh,
God.
okay, that's not at all how I spelt it.
Oh,
Spelling doesn't matter.
I got the first word right.
I got
Good
all
job.
right.
Thanks.
Okay, and
Basically, it's a sort of I'm just trying music on it. It's basically this sort of necromantic, like sort of object used by the Church of Ergothoa in their general deed to spread undead, and it basically an object you plant, and every once in a while will send off a necromantic pulse that will raise the weak undead, basically. And they're highly, highly illegal around fire, just because necromancy is mostly banned.
do we know how to, like, I would say deactivate it, so to speak?
Unless specifically activated, it won't be like sort of reactivated again. But it's like it's basically, for want of a better metaphor, you'd set a timer and it would go off.
So it's gone off now, so we don't.
Yeah,
need
it's
to-
gone off. So from you assume it's gone off, given it'd probably be a safe bet.
Okay.
Who has a hold of it right now?
I'm assuming it's just you've still left it on the ground and you're just examining it from there.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, just still wedged still behind this gravestone, clearly intended to be hidden.
Seeing as we know what it is, I'll try and pick it up.
You pick it up. It's disgusting to the touch, but not doesn't make you feel any worse. Oh, finally some graveyard music. So the rain starts to like draw in somewhat.
I asked the group if they'd like to head back to the tavern.
I was going to say, yeah, should we rest for the evening and
Probably
head
a
out
good
to
idea.
hunting the guy tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I'm all
Let's
for
do
that.
I want a long rest before I do any more spells.
Level 1 spellcasting. I can do my job for 2 turns concurrently, then I'm out.
Pretty much.
Well, cantrips can kind of help, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got a bow, it's fine.
Cantrips are good.
Right. As we head back to the tavern for a long rest, I'm also gonna call in the half point of this episode, and we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Get
Yeah.
yourself a drink, go pee, do whatever you want, and we'll be back in a few. Catch you on the flip side.